Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I am the Girly Q Scrapper here on YouTube. Today I have for you a Through the Rainbow for the month of December, and it is the last Through the Rainbow for 2023. And so the prompt for this month is to use or create a page kit or create a base page. And so for those of you who have followed my channel, you know that I love using page kits. We're going to, page kits, yes, but I meant to say base pages. We are going to create a base page today, but I want to give you an idea for what I mean by base pages in the event that you're not familiar with them, or you just want to see some of the current base pages that I have waiting to be used. I have a very recent, I think in October, it might have gone up in November, but if you go back and look through my videos, I had a layout share. There was a lot of base pages in that layout share. I do use them pretty regularly. It is a great way to be able to use up, you can definitely use a full collection, a paper pad, but it is a great way, I find, to be able to use up the remnants of a collection, or I struggle at using 6x6 paper pads, so that's another great way to be able to use them. So I'm going to just pull something in. This is from a collection that was like almost gone, dwindling down. So this is the base page I created. Some of these are associated with classes or sketches through classes. So I won't go into sharing those details, but I can show you what I created. And so sometimes when I create these, I have ideas about how I want to use them, and sometimes I don't. Here, there's placeholders. These are not tacked down. They're just slightly tacked down. I can put a picture here. I can put a picture here, or I can do a picture in the journaling here. It really is up to you to, once you make those decisions. But the rest of here, the rest of everything, all of the papers is done for you. The only thing left, if you want to add some bling or embellishments, you can absolutely do that to any of these layouts. I see another one. Hold on one second. Using the same collection, I did make this other base page. Very simple, right? It had 3x4 cut aparts. I had strips of paper left over, strips of paper. This isn't even a full strip. There's an adjoining overlap here, and then these are just strips. This is from these are from the sticker sheet, and then these are just some dies that I ended up just using my metal dies to cut out. All right, let me show you a couple of others. There is this one, using some hexagon punches and the Creating Memories, the cutting system that they have. So you see that there's 3 clusters, a room for some smaller photos here, and none of the embellishment, the title work isn't done. I do that when I have selected my photos. So there's another one. So this one is really interesting. Hold on. I mixed all of these up here. I meant to put it here. Oh yeah. I wanted to be prepared. Okay. So here is another base page. Again, very simple. All of these embellishments I created with this a metal die. So in all of the 3 clusters, you have those repeating stars. I kind of just kept to the same colors here. The photos are intended to go here. They don't have to, but they're intended to go in this spot right here. And the title up here. So now I'm going to show you the very same type of layout, but using something a little bit different. You see the repetitive motion here, similar to the stars that you saw on this layout. You see it with, I have these different types of doilies, and I think they're metal, like flat, like the dies, the metal dies I used were for flowers, but I didn't really want to use them for flowers, so I wanted some of this consistency of the different doilies across here. I used this beautiful floral paper and just use bits of the same colors of the pattern paper that you can find in here. This is a great use of scraps. And then I just used this, the same at the top and the bottom of that, repeating that pattern paper. And then again, the photos are meant to go in this section right here. This one is one I recently did, and it's very, what's the word? There's not a whole lot to it. There's a border of this paper. I believe I had about three pattern papers from this collection. That's all I had. And I played with it multiple times now. This was basically what was left over. I made this kind of large frame, and this can hold, this is great for, you know, having photos in this area. You can do some title work here. You can do, you know, you can start a cluster here, here, and maybe down here, depending on where, if you don't have one near your title work, but it lends itself to be really flexible. I did have these extra pieces of paper, and I just did the flags with them here, and I will show you, and I apologize for the glare if you're seeing any, but this is what I have left. And these A side and B sides are what I will create if I need additional embellishments. If I don't pull anything from my stash, which I will frequently go in shopping in my stash. So, and then one last one that I'm going to show you here. Where did you go? Let me see. This is a double page one. This is, one from a class. And then there was this leftover one here. No, I don't think it belonged there. I'm trying to, did I just add an extra one? I don't think so. Maybe it went there. No, that doesn't fit. Maybe, oh, maybe here. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. But you get the sense, even if I don't use that one, that your photos will go here. These are you have the base page down here. You took a smaller square, divided it up into two different sizes so they overlap on both pages. This light blue strip goes across both pages, as does this other one here, and as does this darker one. And it's used to anchor down the photos and this particular cut apart, and then using a couple of the other cut aparts to just am I off frame? No, I'm in frame. So just to give you an idea. So those are some base pages. Hello friends, I am doing a quick update before I show you the layout I am planning, because I started to gather some supplies, and I know I can't be the only one that has collections that are in the process where you've played with them before, where you there's still items within the collection that are left, including 12 by 12 papers. So let me start with this one first. I actually had pulled this collection. This is what's left of the collection. And I started thumbing through the larger. I still had some pages in the paper pad. And so I said, I'm going to challenge myself to make a page kit, because that was also one of the prompts for this month. Well, let me tell you, I was like going through it. I was like, I like this paper. I don't like this paper. I like this paper. I don't like this paper. And I ended up coming to the realization that the papers that I still had left from the collection, there were some that I just were not my style, and I didn't like them together. So I'm just showing you. I'm just thumbing through. These are some of the designs from the paper pad. And I honestly, I could have challenged myself to make a kit, but I didn't love the papers that were left. So I ended up making some difficult decisions around what to keep and what to get rid of. And what I mean by getting rid of is I often, when I'm going through this process, I will use the back side of the papers if they're good and sturdy. This is a pretty good weight paper. If I have to wallpaper, for example, if I have to cover the entire sheet, why waste a perfectly good full sheet of paper if I don't have to? So I keep a bag full of different pattern papers that just aren't my style. And I pick from there to wallpaper or to back washi. I've been known, there's some really good quality paper in there. I've also used it to map photos for a number of things. So that was one. So this is the collection that I had left over. I still have some die cuts from this collection. This is an Old Tuesday Morning 2019. And I also had a partial sticker sheet. So I went ahead, took everything from the sticker sheet and put it into my Jen Hadfield composition notebook with all of the rest of the embellishments and die cuts and stickers that I have from her previous collections or whatever I have. So this is what I have left from that collection. I mean, I have some papers, but they're going to be put into my color. They're not going to be kept as a collection. I also pulled a second one, and for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know how much I love this collection. This is Pink Paisley's Auburn Lane. I have been using this since 2019 for sure, and the love grew even stronger in 2020. I had a 12 by 12 paper pad. I had stickers. I had, trying to remember what other embellishments I had. I know there were cut-aparts, I believe, there were cut-aparts. Let me thumb through this one if you're not familiar with this one. This is an oldie but goodie for sure. Maybe I should thumb through the one that has been picked over because I lost my mind a little bit when this was at Tuesday Morning, and I got whatever I could get my hands on, I grabbed. This was one of my favorite papers. I used to fussy cut these. This is another beautiful yellow. This green I absolutely loved. The mix of the colors is beautiful. There was a green floral. Let me see if I can find it. No. I don't know if it came in this smaller scale. That had all of the I don't think it's in the smaller paper pad, but it had a good representation. It was like this scale, but it was in green. This just gives you an overview. These are the different colors in the collection, but there is some black in there that's not in here. But this gives you an idea. Let's just leave it here. And I did the exact same thing with this one. I had much fewer 12 by 12 papers. I don't even know if there were any. I was keeping the collection intact just because I had 2 of these paper pads. I still had quite a bit of other embellishments. But I ended up just making some difficult decisions. There were some papers in the 12 by 12 paper pad that I had that I just didn't love anymore. And so it's fine for it to move along. I don't have very many of these 6 by 8 paper pads. So I'm going to have to find a storage solution for them. But for now, at least, I think I've made a little bit of room, just because it's, you know, it's these two, and these two collections were pretty thick just because of the amount of embellishments and things like that. So I went through and I picked another one because I was kind of on a roll. And so this is the other one. This is the Simple Stories Winter Farmhouse. This has been in my stash. I got it that same year, 2019. It was a good year. I may have gotten it the year after in 2020, but I love this one. I didn't realize when I picked it though that it was more cream based. I thought it was going to be more white. And so I like the papers. I just didn't love the whole off-white stuff. I've grown to love it. I've used quite a bit of it. I'm going to show you, I had ordered the collector's essential kit. So I have sheets of paper. I have the cardstock stickers. There's a washi tape. There's die cuts and chipboard. And what I have left is I'm using one of the papers for the layout that I'm going to create. So this is one that I have left over. Here is the B-side, here's the B-side. And here's another one. I love this. I absolutely have used it. I loved it so much. Here's the B-side. And then here's this beautiful greenery and this birch trees. So this is what's left besides what I'm going to show you. I still have quite a bit of the sticker sheet left. It's been loved before. And when I tell you that I lost my mind, I also got this. I also got the mini sticker sheet tablet. This has been barely touched. So when I finish off what's left in this collection, this are my enamel dots. These items will go into my winter stash. So I will not be, I don't think I will be making another layout with it. It will just go into my winter stash. This is a bag of just different scraps. I have not gone through this, so I don't know. I already know, like, this is not even from this collection. This needs to come out. That is what happens when you get lazy after a crop. And so I just need to go through some of these. Here, I've already gone ahead and I've backed the washi tape on some paper, just so that it pops off a little bit more off the page. But here are my scraps that I can pull from. And so now let me show you the page that I'm thinking about constructing. So I've gone ahead and I've done some pre-work. And this is a sheet of paper from the collection. Here's the A side. The house one is the B side. I've gone ahead and I framed it in a green color that you can kind of see in the plaid there. I have gone through my 6x8 paper pad, and so these were the first two kind of papers that I brought in. I was thinking something like that, and I could just have, this is another piece of paper from there, and I could just mat my photos on here like that. And then I was like, it needs something, right? Needs something. I was like, I think I'm gonna bring in some of this. This is also from the collection. I'm gonna bring in some of this red, just because there's red in the photos. Maybe just peaks of it, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe something like that, or something like this, I don't know. We're just playing here. I originally had it something like this, that I was gonna like angle them something like that, and then put this something like that. And then I started playing around with this one, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll use this one instead. but I don't want like the flowers really to be seen. I don't mind if there's like a little pop, but something like that. But then I was like, I'm back to loving the trees. So I don't know if I should just keep it. I'm going to keep playing around with it. I'll come back. I really do still love this, but maybe if I play around with the embellishments, I can bring a pop of color, because as I mentioned, I still have the embellishments that I can pull from and the sticker sheet. And so maybe the embellishments will be my pop of red instead of bringing this floral, because I think this, as much as I love it, I love this scale and the floral, I think it's throwing off my eye. It's distracting my eye too much away from the photos. So yeah, so let me get going on this. Maybe it'll just be monochromatic, but I am gonna try to put some pops of color, particularly the reds from this collection. I think will look really, really nice on here. All right, so let's come back and I'll show you. Okay guys, so fast forward, I've gone ahead and I have adhered everything down. I worked on my clusters and I have selected my tile here. Now I'm going through, I did go through all of my die cuts chipboard to see if anything else worked. I did the same for the 6x6 paper pad. I also took a look in here. I'm gonna just keep that handy. I'm gonna go through the sticker sheet, that sticker book, and also my enamel dots. There's not that many in here, and I'm sorry, I gotta take this out of the packaging. And I'm just gonna scatter these. I really don't want to use this blue, but maybe I'll just do a cluster. Maybe I'll just do a cluster. There is some blue here, but that's the only place there's blue. Maybe I will just go ahead and do the red and green here by the title. That's it for the green. Because there's already blue, maybe I can just use these up and use these up here in each of these clusters. Sorry, the sun keeps going in and out and it's a little annoying with the lighting, so I apologize if it looks like I don't know exactly where I want this. Maybe just there. And then I'll add a touch of the gray here and here. And these two blues that remain, I'll just put them in my stash. All right, so there you have it. Again, remember, that's it with the enamel dots. So let's look over here and just see if there's anything else. I tried to put the cardinals in every one of the clusters. Let's see. Those don't really make sense. There is already a word here. Winter time, I love winter. Okay, let's take a look at the sticker sheet. I did do my alphas with these old Daily Flash from October afternoon. I did a mix of these. And let's just see. I tried to use up the chipboard because I'm notorious for not using the chipboard. I don't think I need these. Here's some more cardinals, but I think I have enough. I think I have enough cardinals. I could put this little winter house here. might look cute. I'll pop that up. Let me just put this on a wax piece of paper for now. Maybe I can overlap them and use both of the houses. Okay, so let me just back these. Let me grab my, let me see how I'm going to overlap these, because there's pine trees over here. Maybe like this, something like that. Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna back these with some foam tape just to get them to pop a little bit. And am I on screen here? Probably not. Per usual. Make this one the shape of the pine tree. Oops. And then maybe make this that angle. And I think that's good. That's good enough. All right, put that back in there. I get the backing off of these. I could have backed these really thin stickers on some cardstock, but I didn't. I'm just going to adhere them on my layout. All right, there you have it. The final finishing touches to this layout. I hope you have enjoyed this. I know I took it beyond just beyond a base page, but I could have very much just left the photos out and just stuck a mat, but I ended up finishing the whole layout for you guys. So but it's easy enough. I did all of the clusters, and sometimes if the clusters you don't know the photos quite yet, it's fine to just go ahead and think about what you might want, some very neutral embellishments, and add those and just kind of put a page kit together. I do that often as well. So I kind of showed you the beginning and the next process of kind of finishing out the base page. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and until next time, bye for now.